Well, I'll tell my favorite story. It's about my mother, my Jewish mother. Um, when I became a Christian, I started witnessing to my parents, and nothing worked. I sent them books, I sent them videos, I told them, I preached sermons, nothing worked. And I actually had kind of given up. Somewhere along the lines, I sent my mother a book, a great book that I really love by Stan Telchin called Betrayed. She read it and gave it away to somebody else that she thought would be interested in it. I was very disappointed. Years later, a friend of hers gave her the exact same book, and my mother had forgotten that she read it and forgotten that I had given it to her. And my mother called me and said, "Have you ever heard of this book by a guy named Stan Telchin called Betrayed?" And I had to, it was actually by email, but I had to pause for a moment and not respond immediately, because what I wanted to say was, yes, I gave you that book, but I didn't. But this friend of hers, an ordinary Christian woman who really cared about my mom, gave her this book. And then they got into conversations that probably were a whole lot of the exact same things I had been trying to say for 20 years, and nothing got through. But this friend answered my mother's questions and encouraged her to read the New Testament, and my mother read the Gospel of Matthew and then sent me an email and said, "I'm beginning to think like you do, that Jesus is the Messiah." And very soon after that, my mother came to faith and was baptized at age 75. My mother started bringing my dad to Messianic Jewish congregation, and my dad, in his own very quiet way, came to faith after he was 80. My dad just died a few months ago and requested that Amazing Grace be sung at his funeral. I love telling that.